Okay, so actually, this was the finale. This was the finale episode. We are at the end, and what, child, whatever. And that's really what it was. Get whatever. Let's go on and get it done, honey. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 9, episode 14, which is the season finale. Um, and as I said, it really left me with a whole, so what? So what? Kind of sad. Anyway, let's roll on through this. Joe and Sin. We're coming right up off the whole little situation of Joe bullying, and that's exactly what it was. I still feel that way. A week later, I still feel like Joe was bullying Safari. If it had been anybody else, you would not have spoken to them that way. You did it because it was Safari and you thought you could get away with it. And I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. And it really made me kind of feel like, yeah, okay, Joe, and whatever. Whatever. I told y'all that I was so living for Joe from the beginning. That just turned me off so bad. I was just like, whatever. Anyway, Joe apologized to Sin about snapping out on her the night before or day before, but she was acting slutty. Which I'm like, I don't know why I apologized, but she was acting slutty. She should be glad you didn't go upside her goddamn head. But whatever. Anyway, who cares? Moving on. Yandy and Kimbella end up actually both admitting that they were wrong in the way they've been acting to each other. They hugged it out, and it seemed very honest. Yeah, okay. Nice timing. Well, anyway, moving on. Safari literally had kind of shut down. He kind of shut down. He did the little exercise with them, but you could tell he was like over the whole situation for real, for real. And Juju was like, well, the fact that you're not looking me straight in my eyes kind of says how you feel. Yeah, he didn't give a fuck. And because they all basically agreed with Joe, like he was so wrong. And I just didn't get all that. I just think I still say Joe's insecure, and Joe has a good reason to be insecure because I think that Sin still has some type of issues and some feelings for Erica, and that's between Sin and Joe. It ain't even on Erica. That's on Sin and Joe. Y'all a whole baby later, and she's still patting over Erica's Gucci. That ain't nobody's problem but y'all's. Y'all need to take that right on into y'all's therapy sessions and get out of other people's face with the bullshit. Anyway, moving on. Jewels goes down, and child, that damn Kimbella had this badass jacket. Her fur jacket was everything. Now I said, girl, why is your skirt damn near not as long as your coat? You going to court? I was like, just no tact, none. I was like, where are these people from? But the jacket was beautiful. He got 27 months. He got sentenced to 27 months. Kimbella was still trying to push a tear out, and Jewels was like, I'm kind of cool with that because it could have been worse. True. So true. It really could have been worse. So, 27 months. Joe ended up doing this Christmas live podcast. And during the podcast, he proposed to Sin. Okay, moving on. Joe, Rich, and Mano actually meet up, and now Rich gets in, and Rich starts telling how Safari lied to him for a couple of months. He kept asking Safari, seeing things on the internet and hearing things on the street. He asked Safari, "Are you and Erica getting down? You messed around with Erica?" And Safari was telling him no. And I was like, that was kind of weird. I don't know why he was telling him no, because again, the internet tells everything. We see the social media stuff; it tells everything. So I don't know why he was telling him no, but for whatever reason, Safari was telling Rich no. Um, and I guess because of the way it ended up turning out later on, all of y'all are insecure. Erica must got a goddamn piece of golden chocolate candy up in her Gucci because all y'all are crazy when it comes to Erica. I was like, whatever. Anyway, they showed Jewel's and Cabela's wedding. It was nice. Moving on. It was nice. It was cool. They didn't make a real big deal of it. Neither am I. It was they had a wedding. They had a full out wedding. Everything was there. Everybody was there. Yandy was the bridesmaid. Everything's cool. Everything's rolling cool. Just like we all knew. Okay, cool, no problem. Moving on. So then Mano had an event. He did this documentary, and he was premiering this documentary. Um, Safari comes in, and Yandy rolls up on him, and Yandy gets to sit and talking to him, and he just ends up telling her, she's like, where you been? I ain't seen you in a couple of weeks since we, ain't seen or heard from you at all since we came back from Costa Rica or whatever. And he's like, yeah, and he's telling her what he has to do. And she's like, yeah, I saw that you proposed to Erica. It like you broke the internet. And she's like, that was really nice how you did everything and everything. He's like, yeah, I proposed to her. Yeah, it was fast. It was what it was. And I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm moving. I was like, yeah, because it's time for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He chasing the bag, baby. I said, you better bounce back and forth from show to show. But anyway, right before he had came in, Yandy had actually mentioned about the engagement, and folks' faces was giving. And Seth was over there looking. So I said, girl, you are really bothered. I don't know if you all see, because I was hearing a lot of people saying like it was a fake relationship. The whole lesbian thing between Sin and Erica was fake. I'm sorry, but I beg to differ. I don't think that Sin is that good of an actress, and I think she is very bothered with the fact of just the mention of Erica's name just bothers her. So I can't say that it was fake. It don't seem too fake to me. She seemed really, really pressed, like she really wants Erica to be unhappy without her. Like she wants Erica to pattern after her. Well, girl, Erica never paid you that much attention anyway. That was you. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. And I definitely got lesbian vibe from Seth. I was surprised to see her with Joe. I definitely got lesbian from her. Now I thought if there was anybody that was really playing, it was Erica. But I believed it all the way around. Child, they was together, flat out. But anyway, I was like, there they go, bothered again. Anyway, Rich goes and approaches Safari. Now here he come with the same old shit that Joe was on. And now he gonna question him like he talked to a kid. How many times did I ask you about that? How many times did I ask you? He's like, never. He gonna say, yes, I did. I asked you. Come on, tell me. How many times did I ask you? Safari was like, you know what? How about this? He got up, put his little stuff on, and was like, I'm out of here. Fuck them. And I was like, thank you. Thank goodness. Because again, I don't know what lies he told, and I'll never really get down with telling lies and stuff like that, because then it make you look like you moving sneaky. But you don't really owe an explanation. It is what it is. Erica's community pussy. Everybody who wanted some had some. You didn't gain anything by getting with Erica. So, like, really? Like, who cares? And all they're doing is bullying. And I felt the same way. I felt like Rich was trying to bully Safari because it was Safari. Because who the fuck else would Rich be running up on? Ain't nobody paying Rich no attention. Somebody take your goddamn diabetic needle away and you ain't no good to nobody. What are you going to do? You have diabetes. You can't be out in these streets fighting and twirling around with no young boy. Go sit your ass down. And I ain't saying that to piss off nobody with diabetes, because what the fuck, I got it too. So it ain't no big deal. It's not no big deal. It is what it is. Your health is not 100%, motherfucker. And you don't need to be approaching nobody like you gonna jump on them with your insulin shooting motherfucking ass. And I said it. Now, y'all want to be mad? Go on down there in the comments and do what you do. But like I said, I'm a diabetic too. And I ain't running, jumping up in nobody's face. I don't take insulin. You know, if I got to go out there and windmill in the street, I'll go windmill in the street. But I ain't going, if I was on insulin, because see, when you get to the point where your diabetes is bad, like Rich's is, you ain't going running up on no motherfucking body. You ain't even got that type of energy. Go sit your motherfucking ass down, Rich. You bullying because it was Safari, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it when Joe's ass did it, and I didn't care for it when Rich did it, because it was like, oh shit, Joe bullied him around. I'm gonna bully him around too. Should have turned around and smacked the shit out of you. But anyway, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So now that I've pissed off the diabetics, so what? Now we're all pissed. Who cares? Anyway, moving on. Fucking boring ass shit. Anyhow, um, then they start wrapping everything up. Sydney Starr, waste of time. Okay, you're supposedly on the right track now. Where's the music? Where's music? Anyway, they start wrapping things up. She says she got it. She said, I got it. I'm going to get my stuff together so I can get my surgery. Girl, okay, whatever. Mm. It's a waste, because I was digging her in the beginning, and I was like trying to, being on board with her. But as it progressed, the show's going to wrap. I ain't going to go looking to see what Sydney Starr has done. So that means that this was pretty useless. Because if I didn't come away excited about seeing you like I was at the beginning, then it was all for nothing, really. And I can tell you that I'm definitely not going to be searching the internet to find out what Sydney Starr is doing. If I come across it, I'll check it out. But I ain't going looking for her. So mission not accomplished. Anyway, moving on. The only cute thing that came out of this, Remy and Papoose, they had the baby. And it was a girl. Because the more they kept talking about, you just kind of got in your mind that it was a little boy. But it's not. It was a little girl. And her name was Reminisce. Her name is Reminisce McKenzie. The little girl, she cute as she could be. I said, all right. But that was good. They ended on a high note. But all in all, this shit was boring. Boring. And all they did was really piss me off about that whole thing with Safari. So, I'm glad this is kind of going off. Let's see what there's like, I think it's 2 weeks for the reunion, and I don't know why. 2 weeks worth of what? We've been bored for 14, so what we need 2 more weeks for? Whatever. I'll catch y'all. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be watching, just out of habit. Moving on. I'll see y'all next week for the reunion.